Hello, and welcome back for another episode of World Guns Gun Disassembly. Today, we're going to be taking a look at the Colt Walker, 1847. The Colt Walker, sometimes known as the Walker Colt, is a single-action revolver with a revolving cylinder holding 6 cartridges of black powder behind 6 bullets, typically 44 caliber lead balls. It was designed in 1846 as a collaboration between Captain Samuel Hamilton Walker and the American firearms inventor Samuel Colt. The 1847 Colt Walker was the largest black powder repeating handgun ever made at that time. The Colt Walker was created in the mid-1840s in collaboration between Texas Ranger Captain Samuel Walker and the American firearms inventor Samuel Colt, building upon the earlier Colt Patterson design. Walker wanted a handgun that was extremely powerful at close range. Samuel Walker carried 2 of his namesake revolvers in the Mexican-American War. He was killed in battle the same year his famous handgun was invented, shortly after he had received them. Only 1,100 of these guns were originally made, 1,000 as part of a military contract, and an additional 100 for the civilian market, making original Colt Walker revolvers extremely rare and expensive to acquire. The Colt Walker holds a powder charge of 60 grains in each chamber, more than twice what a typical black powder revolver holds. It weighs 4.5 pounds unloaded, has a 9-inch barrel, and fires a 44 caliber conical or round ball. The initial contract called for 1,000 of these revolvers and its accoutrements. Colt commissioned Eli Whitney Jr. to fill the contract and produce an extra 100 revolvers for private sales and promotional gifts. In addition to its large size and weight, problems with the Walker included ruptured cylinders after firing. This has been attributed to primitive metallurgy, soldiers allowing powder to spill across the mouths of the chambers, and even loading the original conical bullets backward into the chambers. About 300 of the original 1,000 guns were returned for repair due to ruptured cylinders. Lard was often used to cover the mouths of the cylinder on top of each bullet after loading to prevent the spark from igniting all chambers at once, a practice which continues to this day amongst black powder revolver shooters, and although each chamber held 60 grains of powder, Colt recommended no more than 50 grains in each. The Walker also had an inadequate loading lever catch that often allowed the loading leader to drop during recoil, preventing fast follow-up shots. Period correct fixes for this often included placing a rawhide loop around both the barrel and the loading lever to prevent the loading lever from dropping under recoil and locking the action. The Colt Walker has long maintained a unique position and mystique among handgun users, and its name is often used as a common expression of any overly large generic handgun example. Modern replicas have been offered by the Colt Black Powder Shop, Cimarron Firearms, and Uberti Firearms. Alright, let's take a look at the demo. This is going to show you how to load, unload, and field strip this. You'll remove the percussion cap. The center comes out, and you'll see the name of the parts down here at the bottom of the screen. There are only 42 parts in this entire weapon. Brass handguns were popular at the time, but are considered to be less reliable and less heavy duty than their steel counterparts. And that's it. The entire revolver disassembled. Now going back to reassembly. Quite a handgun. And that's it. And of course, we've got to take a look at the operation. As with all single action revolvers, the first thing you have to do is thumb the hammer back. You'll notice that this particular revolver has 6 percussion caps and is manually loaded from the front. Once you have the hammer back, the weapon discharges. Now you're empty. Put the weapon to cock. Remove the percussion caps one at a time. Powder and ball in each cylinder. Ram the ball down with the ramrod. Very slow to load, but very powerful. Six percussion caps back on the nipples. Back to pull cock and you're ready to fire. And that is the 1847 Colt Walker. As always, thank you so much for watching this video. Please like and subscribe, and I hope you're looking forward to another episode. Thank you.